First of all, all your work is amazing, but I did notice you have a really incredible dark lip neutralization
Yeah.
technique, and I know you use fully amiea color ranges.
Yeah.
I have many questions because we have a lot of pigments. We have organic line, we have hybrid, we have corrective colors,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not always clear for others how to do it, which color to choose. Should you go for organic or for hybrid? So maybe we just start like, can you just roughly explain what is dark lip neutralization and why it requires special technique? Why can't you just take some very nude color and go over?
Okay, so first of all, the neutralization, it's a procedure that we turn the cool tones in the warmest tones. So that lips, you can see like bluish or purple, or it's or about melanin, or how people have the lifestyle, like cigarettes or the sun exposure. So in that case, this case, we can neutralize the colors, the cool tones to warmest
And
tones.
it's very good that you brought it up because many thinks dark lip neutralization it's only mean melanin rich skin
Mm-hmm.
for Fitzpatrick 5, 6 and so on.
Mm-hmm.
But actually it's not true. Even in Portugal, even for the Fitzpatrick 2 and 3, sometimes you have problem with the bluish lips because of smoking or because of too much sun or hyperpigmentation or
Yeah,
sun. I
yeah.
assume sun exposure can also give you some pigmentation on the
Yeah, yeah,
lips.
yes. This kind of, it's most common here. I think the melanin, it's most for that people from like some parts of Asia and African, or some
Yeah.
ethnicities, and this kind of dark lips, like sun exposure, cigarettes, and it's more common in this part of Europe, and
Yeah.
yeah,
So
the most of clients, it's about this kind of dark lips, not about the ethnicity or the melanin.
exactly, because when I post your work and I get few comments, oh, but this is not dark lips. So it's not about just dark lips neutralization. It's for everyone. It's not just for the dark Fitzpatrick 5, 6 or so on. It's really for everyone, especially who lives in the sun and, like you say, smoking. So this technique can help even with pigmentation, which is
Yeah.
great. Perfect. And why would you, this is a very important question. Why is choosing the right pigments is so critical when working with dark lips neutralization technique?
Well, first of all, we have to understand the dark lips. We have the melanin and also this lifestyle dark lips. There, and these dark colors act like a filter. So we have to cover these colors to make it lighter, so
Mhm.
it changes how to understand. It's crucial to understand it because it changes how colors appear after healing. So if I put a brightest color or something really red, or so pink in the first session, sometimes it will be worse than better. So understand it.
Yeah.
It's really important because we have to neutralize first, then add color in these lips. It's a process. So
Exactly. And when you refer to that, would you say it's a two different treatments? How usually it happen with you?
the two treatments in the dark lips and the
Like for instance, do you do neutralization in the first session
Ah, okay.
and then after healing you put another color, or how do you usually do it?
Usually I always check and talk to the client before. I make a evaluation to see what we have to do. So usually I do 2 sessions for every lips because I prefer start with less than too much. So especially in this case, so in dark lips, I start with neutralization.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's possible, I add some color in the first session. Then after 40, 60 days, I tell the client to come back
Mm-hmm.
and to touch up or add more color, or even sometimes we need to neutralize again some parts, some spots, and add more color.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's interesting. So it's actually, yeah, you need to explain this to the client to manage the expectations. So it's not done
Yeah,
straight away.
exactly. Yeah. To avoid some headaches,
Exactly.
we have to be clear and tell everything before start the
Yeah.
procedure.
And why would you say, what makes amiea pigments for you ideal for this procedure, for dark lip neutralization?
I think Mia have a large variety of
Mm-hmm.
tones, so you can find any color to bring this brightness or this neutralization
Mm-hmm.
for the lips. And what else? The high quality, it's really important. So everything is in the elements inside the Mia pigments. I think it's about the highest quality in the world. And also the pigment load. So what I mean with pigment load, when I apply the color in the lips, the first pass, when I clean this first pass, I can see the
Mm-hmm.
pigments easy.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't take too much time to see how it is, So I don't have to redo or make the lips swollen that much to see the color.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's why I think it's one the best pigments to work on lips.
Oh, it's so nice to hear. Thank you. And I know you're not just saying it because you've been working with them for many years before you even become an ambassador and before we
Yeah.
were giving you
Si-
anything at all. So,
Since I think 2018, I was,
wow.
I was trying to remember because it's almost, I work with a PMU industry about 10 years already. So it's a long time I work with Mia. And yeah, I have some knowledge about pigments of Mia.
Yes, indeed you do. And we have so much love for you. Julia saying she's the best and everyone
Yeah,
else sending hearts. Oh, thank you. It's so
yeah.
nice of
Julia,
you.
Julia is also my sister,
Oh my God,
and
how lovely.
she is a tattoo artist.
As well. Oh,
Yeah.
how lovely. And she's still in Brazil?
Yes.
And then we have another slow. Hello, guten Tag, guten Tag.
Guten
Thank you for
Tag.
joining again. So, what would you say your go-to amiea shades for dark lip neutralization? We're talking about the the most difficult procedure. Which one do you usually use?
The shades,
The colors,
the
yeah.
color, sorry. I use it, usually I use corrective Mandarin.
Mm-hmm.
It's organic line.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a mix of yellow and red tones and a little bit white inside position of pigment, it's these colors. And also I'm like very much the Sunny Marigold. It's evolution line. And I think it is a perfect balance between red, yellow, and white. So if I have really dark lips, I can use this Sunny Marigold and to bring up that color more pinkish and neutralize it. And also, I don't use. I usually don't use this color, but it's also an option to that purple lips. The color is corrective yellow. I think it's organic. I'm not sure, but also it's a good to neutralize lips. But this first that I told you, Sun Marigold and Corrective Mandarin, I think they fulfill what they propose.
What's supposed to do?
Their whole.
Do you actually dilute them or you use them as whole?
Dilute.
You dilute them.
Yeah, because not the evolution is more liquid, but the organic it's more
thick. Yes.
Thick, yeah. So sometimes no. I always when I use a pure organic, I use the dilute to do the procedure.
What would you say your percentage of your diluting? 50-50 or
not that much? Only 1 or 2 drops of dilute, so it's enough for 5 drops of pigment.
Okay, so it's actually, because organic line is more thicker and evolution line, it's our hybrid line, which obviously more liquid, so it doesn't need so much of dilution.
And since I tried, I love these pigments of evolution line.
But when, because you also mentioned some hybrid line and organic line, when would you choose to use organic line or over hybrid line for dark lips? Is it always organic or sometimes you actually change?
Okay, in general, organic pigments are more have more vibrancy, it's more vivid, so brings more brightness for the lips. And the hybrid, we have to mix between organic and inorganic. So the inorganic, we can see more opacity and stability. So to neutralizing under these tones, I think the hybrid operate better than something really bright, And when we want to add color and brightness, so organic line, I prefer organic line to this kind. This is the difference between both, I think.
Yeah, because organic line, it's true. We are creating more brighter, more vivid lip tones, and obviously it's something more which will stand out. So I assume for neutralization, you are using organic color corrective colors like mandarin and marigold. And if you go for second session, when you add colors, you more go for the hybrid line, for the inorganic line.
Yeah,
but that makes sense. And you obviously don't dilute, like you said, the hybrid line at all.
No. Sometimes I mix it, the organic and the hybrid. I also sometimes, because some pigments from hybrid, like I said, it's more opacity, and I like to mix with some organic to create some shades, different shades. I like to create, I like to make different things, and I think there is not a formula for everyone. So we create to everyone, not a standard for
Yeah,
everyone.
exactly. You have to adapt to each client.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think it is really important for the procedure and how the client will feel after this,
Yeah.
So
And if we're talking about the needle selection, which needles are you usually using for dark lip neutralization technique?
I like the nano 0.25
Mm-hmm.
millimeters
Mm-hmm.
and the long taper,
Mm-hmm.
or 0.3 millimeters, also good. And I usually don't use 3 points or more needles,
Yeah.
because I think we have to make like the borders. I like to be precise in this point, so I think 1 point needle it's enough for our procedure and assist all
Mm-hmm.
procedure very well. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's the needles I like to work.
And by the way, Dina Nuna says that Laura is the best pigment artist I ever met.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dina. Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Gina.
Always nice to hear these good comments. Thank you for your support. And we were, since we are talking about the needles, just a question about the layering. How do we approach the layering of pigments during the initial neutralization session vs follow-up session? So basically, the first session when you use organic colors for neutralization, how do you usually work with your needle? Do you do like layering technique or circles,
Uh,
or what is your?
no, I
Mm-hmm.
layering I pass. I don't have like you have to pass
Yeah.
10 times or 4 times. It depends each skin, each lips, how it work. But yes, I work layering, and I usually do pixel
Mm-hmm.
to to make this transparent.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I offer my work what I want to see on myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I like that procedure very natural.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's why I use it to do this kind of procedure, more light, more natural, and more pixeled.
Yeah, just like your pixelated brows, you also use pixelated technique for the lips
Yeah, yeah,
because when
yeah.
you can achieve the gradient and so on. So for the corrective technique, you use more layering,
Mm-hmm.
and for the color, for the follow-up session, you use more pixelated.
Mm-hmm. More pointed,
Yeah,
right?
more pointed. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's interesting. That's why the lips look so natural. And I assume if some areas need more work, like for instance, you have pigmentation only here,
Mm-hmm.
I assume when you use more pixelated approach to work more on this area.
Mm-hmm. Like my lips, you can see here I have whitening spot
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
because sometimes I have a herpes, so I have some points that I have more whitening,
Yeah. Yeah.
and yes, this kind of lips, when we have these whitening spots, we have to make more, work more on that. And the rest of lips, for example, have color, you work differently. So
Mm-hmm.
more pixeled or more superficial.
Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah.
And in these kind of spots, we work more pointed
Mm-hmm.
to
Mm-hmm.
add more color and to make these different nuances to after healing make it equal.
Yeah. And what would you say is the most common mistakes artist makes when neutralizing dark lips?
I think is the most problem is try to add color in the first no, not the first in the first session, but before the neutralization.
The first pass, yeah.
Yeah. And anxious to aim the perfection in the first pass. So I think it's the most common. And when we try to add color above the dark lips without neutralization, maybe this it appear worse after healing, and you can have a rebound effect or no effect, or it will be worse. So I think it's the most common mistake when people start to work with a dark lips or any kind of neutralization.
And do you actually recommend to stretch skin quite a lot when you work on doing neutralization process?
I don't think it's about stretch a lot, but yes, you have to stretch to see what you're doing. But it depends of each lip you working on. So yeah.
Yeah, so basically stretch but not overstretch.
Yeah, to not hurt your client also.
And do you usually use quite high speed of a machine?
No, I used to use between 5.5 to 6.5 in like the machine that I told you, Boundless H3. They have two kinds of strokes, right? The 2.5 millimeters and 3 millimeters. And I like to work with 3.0 millimeters because the stroke is stronger, so I don't have to make so much effort to add color inside the skin.
Yeah.
It's like the machine do the work itself,
For you, yeah.
Yeah.
And you use a medium speed for that.
So I use between 5.5 to 6.5. I think it's enough. And I don't add deepest movements. And I think it is.
And your hand movement, do you work quite fast during the lip neutralization process, or it's more steady?
More steady, not too fast and not too slow. So between, I think I have soft hands to work on it, and I separate about 2 hours and a half to work on lips.
Yeah. And what would be your number one tip you recommend for artists who start their journey in dark lip neutralization, who is wanted to start but not sure? What would be your number one tip?
I think is understand not all dark lips are the same. It's like I said, it's not a standard. I think the tip number one is that to understand that don't aim for perfection in the first procedures. So be careful. And what else? I write something here. Okay. And if you have afraid of to work with dark lips, like the first procedures you are doing.
Mm-hmm.
So always try work with less than too much.
Yeah.
Always to be wrong for less than too much. I think that's it. The
Less is more. Yes.
yeah,
You
my
better.
my tips
Yeah.
for who starting.
Exactly. It's better to do less, and then on the second session, you can always add more rather than
Yeah, yeah.
really. And when it will.
It's normal when you start something. Uh, oh my God, disappear
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Okay, but you can do again. Otherwise, if add too much, it's harder to fix.
Mhm. And do you remember your first ever dark lip neutralization treatment? How did you
Uh,
go? How did you start doing it?
uh, I always try to make like I said here, do less than do too much. So I use it to be frustrated,
Mm-hmm.
to disappear everything and redo and have to do it again. Then something so bad that I had to to say my client you have to remove it. But yes, I remember, but always for less than too much.
Yeah. And it's been how many years ago it's been when you start working on the dark lips? Because it's kind of scary for many artists to start.
Yes, oh my God, it's about I'm working with this 10 years, so
Oh,
I think 7 years.
yeah. Because also in Brazil you have so many different
Yeah, but it not,
pigmentation, skin
you know,
colors, and so on.
in my hometown, it's not common dark
Uh-huh.
lips, not for melanin at least.
Yeah.
But most of people there is have pale lips.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I start to work with dark tones when I went to Egypt in 2017.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 2017. Oh my God. I lost the count here now.
Yeah.
And okay, but yeah, in my hometown it's not that common. So I start when I travel abroad and apply these techniques.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow, but it's looking fantastic now. So it's all it's all done right now.
Mhm.
And what would you say? Because I know we have a very big selection of pigments when we're talking about the colors. Do you have your favorite ones? Which, for instance, if someone can only buy, let's say, 5 pigments, which would? Oh, it can be more, okay. But which one is like you cannot live without? Which colors?
Um, I like very much some pigments that I always have on my selection of pigments. It's dragon fruit or flamingo, uh, sunny marigold, or corrective mandarin. Antique rose. I
Uh-huh.
love this color. Taste nude. When we want to make something that nude, natural nude, you know.
Yeah.
Um, what else? Mm, a cranberry. It's
Mm-hmm.
a very intense red color. And mm, let me remember the names. Uh, oh, also nude rosé.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this color is also nice to make some nude undertones.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
this,
it's a great. This is the one which you always have and you cannot live without.
yeah,
Great.
because I can mix
Yes.
and make a lot of shades of reddish or pinkish or nude.
Yeah, because you know that's the thing. You cannot have the whole collection. You know, it's you don't have to have all collection. You just need to choose your colors, know them very well, know how to mix them to get the color you want, and that's it. So this is a great advice to start. And pretty much you can cover all different lip colors and lip techniques using these colors, which is great.
Yeah. I like to try some new colors, but I always have my this
Your
selection
favorites.
of my
Yeah.
favorites. Yeah.
And one thing which I forgot to ask you, do you use anesthetic during the dark lip neutralization process?
Yes, but not that much. I start with
Without?
anesthetic
Uh-huh.
before, and sometimes I apply a little bit anesthetic with
Cotton bud.
um, not cotton bud, but oh my God, I forgot the name of
The brush, the cotton bud, the cotton pad,
inside the
the stick.
epinephrine. Epinephrine.
Ah, okay,
Okay,
okay. And but
I this second anesthesia, right?
yeah, yeah. So you always use the first anesthesia and the secondary one, but very little.
Yeah, but not always. Sometimes I use just the first one
Uh-huh.
without epinephrine,
Yes.
and it assists me very well for a whole
Yeah.
procedure.
But how long does it take in average your procedure for dark lip neutralization?
It depends, but I always make I always separate 2 hours of my day
Mhm.
for each procedure.
Yeah.
So it's about 1 hour and a half
Mm-hmm.
and 2 hours.
Mm-hmm. 1 hour and a half in 2 hours. Yeah, it's including consultation, design, so it's
Eh,
actually very
yeah,
good.
I have everything. Yeah.
Yeah, wonderful. And do you have any special aftercare for your clients? What do you recommend?
Yes, I have. Let me see what I just to remember here. I have some.
No problem.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. When clients go to home to do aftercare, actually before I start the procedure, I already start to tell my client how it work, to make to educate her to né,
Yeah.
how it will work after healing and during the procedure. So the client have to understand the healing is a journey, and in my aftercare it's really simple. It's not use like whitening
Mm-hmm.
balms or any acid or peeling like
Yeah.
peeling
Scrub.
the lips. Avoid the sun, the exposure of sun. Avoid enter in the in pool or sea, and that's it. And avoid um, food like which
Like spicy food or something.
spice food. Yeah,
Yeah.
spice food, exactly. And yeah, that's it. It's really simple and
No
keep
creams,
high.
no
Yeah,
Vaseline, no.
keep
Mm-hmm.
hydrated, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's all
And I
I
think
said to my client.
use of SPF, especially if you're in a sunny country, I think it's important.
Hmm.
Some
Sorry, can
and use of sun protection creams.
yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's
Especially now in the Euro summer.
yeah,
So
exactly, exactly. Oh, it's so nice. That's so much information, and it's already been 43 minutes. Wow, it goes so fast.
really, my
Yes, can you
God,
believe it? Yeah.
no,
And I see everyone who waved at us and sent hearts. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support.
you.
Yes, if
Thank you
you
for
have
your
any
support.
questions, please ask us. We're happy to answer. But anyway, if you missed it, it will be saved on, it will be published on our Me International YouTube, and it's also going to be published on our Instagram, so you can rewatch much. And if you have more questions, you can comment and we will make sure we'll answer to you. And by the way, everything what we are talking about, we actually have available at our shopamea.com online shop, which also delivered to Portugal, most of countries in Europe, except Spain, Switzerland, and France. And also it's delivered to US and Canada, so
Oh
you
my God,
can get it, or you can
amazing,
get it from the
Laura.
distributors in for other countries. Yeah, so let's please make sure you use it. And if you have any other ideas of lives you want us to do or other topics, we would also be happy for you to share with us and comment here. Yeah. And Laura, well, I'm so grateful for your time. And first of all,
Mm.
congratulations for your first life in English. It's
Thank you.
amazing. You have absolutely no problem at all with English or understanding. You done great. So well done.
Sometimes I overthink about the words and how I say that, and yeah,
You said
um,
perfect. It's amiea family and our amiea community is a truly a very international community. We are from all over the world, and it's only a small percentage who is a native English speaking. So, you don't have to worry about that. You explain everything absolutely perfect.
oh,
And I
thank you.
really advise you to go to Laura de Paris Instagram. Please follow her because she have a lot of examples of her work with information about which products and colors she used. And you can see in results there, and you can see for yourself how her dark neutralization works. It's really so natural, so beautiful, and the best example that it's really work on a pigmented lips, because we have a lot of example of melanin rich lips, but not so many examples of pigmentation and someone with a darker, lighter lips, but with some of the sun damage or smoking and so on. So this is a great example. And if you want to get training with Laura, you can also get it. Please just send us a message or to Laura and she will let you know how to do it.
Yeah, and not only for dark lips or
Yeah.
any kind of lips and eyebrows, everything. I do everything in PNU.
Yes,
So
and now Laura is in Europe. She is in Portugal, in Lisbon. So it's very easy to book appointment with her or to get a training or even get an advice. She's actually now our ambassador in Portugal, well, and Brazil as well,
yeah, of
since
course.
she's a Brazilian. So if you have questions in Portuguese or in English about the product, you can also write to her and she can explain it better in Portuguese, for instance. So it's a really great help to have you.
I'm so happy to be here and talk to you in this moment and for the inviting for this live and the opportunity once again to be part of Amia family. And I'm really thankful for this. And yeah.
Thank you. And we are so thankful because Laura are going to get all our latest products. She will be testing them. So she really will have a professional opinion about all of them and can really help you with a choice or with any questions you have. And this is great. That's why we have it, because nobody can explain it better than the artist itself.
Yeah.
I know we are also in marketing and some other areas, but the artist is the one who tested on the skin and can have the best advice for you. So we are very happy to have you. Welcome to our family. We are going to have some more lives. And thank you for sharing your time and knowledge with us. And thanks everyone for supporting us, and also to your lovely sisters. Where are we in Brazil?
Yeah, all of
Oh,
them is in Brazil
adoro
now. So
Brazil. Olá.
yeah. You also be speaking Portuguese.
Sim, sim, eu falo. Mas menos eu falo, é como
um,
Duolingo.
oh, mas you're learning. Está
Yes,
aprendendo.
it's difficult in Portugal because everyone speaks English here, so it's super
Yeah.
difficult. But I'll get there. I'm not gonna give up.
Especially here in Lisbon.
Yes, I
So
love this language very much, and I really want to get it to a better level, which will take
yeah.
time. That's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, my
Thank
darling.
you.
Big
Thank
love to
you.
you. I'm happy that we're in the same country now, and we're gonna do some more great content, and we're gonna do
Yeah.
some more amazing work. Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Bye.
Can I take a picture
Of course you
first?
can.
Yeah,
Please.
so just
Let's
to
do
remind
it.
this
Yes.
this
I
How
also
much?
gonna, how do I put the comments
Oh my
down? I
god.
also want to make
Oh my
one,
god.
but the comments doesn't.
How I
It's, yeah,
the
because there's
comment.
actually a way to put the comments down, but for some reason we don't want to go away, just cover your
Oh yeah,
face. Is it
yeah.
okay for you?
No, it's okay. Yeah.
Because I can see if I can do
I
it.
can come this part of okay. So wait. Well,
I don't know.
yeah. Okay, now
I also gonna do it on my other phone just in case. Oh, I actually switch it off. Let me see.
here and here. Yeah.
I'm gonna put the comment. Oh, I actually managed to put comment down on my other phone. 1 second. Sorry, everyone. I know you can leave now. Sorry, you just been. Yeah, but I got the photo. Yes, okay. Okay, well, it's so nice to have you, my darling. Bye bye. Have a great
Bye bye.
evening, and I will see you soon.
You
Ciao,
also.
ciao.